Hello everyone, and welcome to today's Daily Splat, which is a history of Splat in 100 objects. So here we go, with item 9 or 10, I forget. It'll be on the title above anyway. I've not done one of these for a couple of weeks, so I figured it was time to bring an item out. It's here on the desk in front of me. Now, I'll go straight off from the top. It is a video game again. Now, these are objects which have defined my life so far. I mean, for starters, that suggests a certain level of, a life lived through possessions, which some people may disagree with, on a sort of intellectual or even spiritual level. But the matter of the fact is we live in a very materialistic society, and I am basically attempting to use 100 objects that I have interacted with during the course of my life, which explain who I've become, or more accurately, have shaped who I've become. I have used a video game before. I've previously spoken about Final Fantasy X, which I consider to be probably the best video game I've ever played for me personally. I understand it is a very personal thing saying that is my all-time favourite game. But it has had an influence on me outside of the realm of sitting in, my bedroom killing the fiends. The way Final Fantasy X's story was constructed, and other things of that nature in the music, and I've already talked about this, so I'm not going to go into it again. Just go back and look for that one, and you can hear me go on and on about it. I've chosen another video game, which was very important, not just in terms of the fact that I enjoyed it, but also because it has been an important part of a very good friendship of mine with a very, very close friend of mine. It is, here it is, the FIFA Football 2003 video game for the PlayStation 2. For those of you who aren't aware, the FIFA Football video games are a series of video games which try and replicate the best teams in the world. So you've got teams from the English Premier League, you've got teams from Serie A, La Liga, the German Bundesliga, France's Ligue 1, things like that. And you can play as your favourite team, and you can have all these matches, and you can manage the team, and then you can say, do transfers. Like in this game, you could go out and buy Ronaldinho and make him play for Arsenal, or get Roberto Carlos to come to Manchester United, or things of that nature. The reason I've chosen FIFA 2003 as opposed to any of the subsequent or previous FIFAs is this is the first FIFA that I played. Bought in early 2003, actually as a birthday present for my dad. We'd recently gotten PlayStation 2. My dad was, he wanted to try out a football game, so for his birthday, me and my siblings got him this. And me and him played it together, and then eventually, of course, because he's an adult and he's got 4 children to feed, he didn't get as much time with it, so I started playing it more, and it's been pretty consistent ever since that FIFA has been a big part of my gaming experience. I've purchased every subsequent FIFA to 03, with the exception of FIFA 2007. Now, the reason for this, I think, was because I was always around at my good friend Ryan's house, and he had FIFA 07, so I was always playing it at his house. So I never actually ended up buying it for myself. I just kept stuck with FIFA 06 for 2 years. But yes, the FIFA video game series are important not just because I'm a big football fan, as I've spoken about before. I'm quite a big Manchester United fan. I do enjoy watching football. It is probably my one area of expertise, I suppose. I mean, I have a couple, but football is something I do actually know a lot about. I do really enjoy football. FIFA is a large part of that. FIFA is, I started playing it around the time I was really getting into football. I'd always sort of followed United as a young boy, just sort of, and, things like when the treble happened and stuff, I still remember being super excited about it. But I only started getting really seriously into football around about the time I turned 13, and that was roughly around the time we got this game. And yeah, it just went from there. We moved to Australia shortly afterwards. You know, I had a lot of free time. I was playing a lot of FIFA 2004 while we were waiting for, you know, a house to be bought, things of that nature. So yes, it was good. But the reason I'm using it as an item for myself, not just because it's, you know, it represents my, you know, passion for football. It represents a very particular time of my life when I was leaving the United Kingdom and coming over here to Perth, where I now live. But it's also pretty much a central running theme in my friendship with my good friend Ryan, who I met back in 2005 when we both started Mudari Senior College together, and we've been really good friends ever since. And we still get together and play the latest FIFA and things like that, and you know, we'll occasionally pull out some of the older FIFAs as well. I know he's a big fan of FIFA 2003, as am I. So yes, that is today's item in the history of Splatt: FIFA Football 2003 for PlayStation 2. So that is it for today. I hope you've enjoyed today's history of Splatt, and there will be another video up tomorrow. Until then, bye!